What's up, weight makers? It's me, Mommy Suna.
Previously on Big Brother.
I'm bringing you something a little different, but also the same that I always do, in celebration of the absolutely iconic win that we just experienced, us in the Big Brother fandom. Listen, if you don't watch Big Brother, first of all, you can totally watch this video and still follow along. This is not just for Big Brother fans. But if you are a Big Brother fan, you're going to recognize this face of this person that we are talking about today. Now, obviously, you clicked on the video, so you know it's Miss Christmas. Yeah, Christmas Abbott went from the Big Brother house to being a scammer McScammerson. But I thought, what better time to talk about Big Brother than right after the season ended, and it was pretty much the best season ever. And if you're not a Big Brother fan, you should be, okay? I'm sorry, but it takes over every single one of my summers. I watch the live feeds. I love this game. So I did come across this video when I was thinking I was gonna do like one video like all encompassing of like all of the people who were once Big Brother house guests and then turned into MLM distributors. But when I found this video, I was like, this should just be a video all on its own. So that's what we're going to watch today. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the anti-MLM side of YouTube. If you don't know what an MLM is or why we say that it's a scam, I will get into all of that also so that you won't be behind. This video is for Big Brother fans and anti-MLMers alike. But before we get into all of that, I just want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Scentbird. Scentbird is a fragrance subscription service with a mission to empower each and every person to express themselves through scent. Whether you're new to high-end perfumes or you're a seasoned scent connoisseur, if you will, Scentbird can help you begin or even deepen your relationship with fragrances. You get to choose a new designer fragrance to try every month for just $17. There are plenty unisex options, and check out how much perfume you get in one of these vials. It's a lot. This month, they graciously sent me 5 fragrances: Burberry Brit Sheer, Confessions of a Rebel, Bitch Please, Versace Bright Crystal, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, and DKNY Be Delicious. And my favorite out of all of these has gotta be DKNY Be Delicious. I love how bright and fruity it is, but if you're into more of like a citrusy and clean smell, try Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana. The Bitch Please scent is kind of more not so in your face like wham scent. It's more sweet, I guess, if you will. But really, all of them that they sent me this month are great. I would wear them all any day of the week. And I have a deal for you if you're finally ready to get started with Scentbird. Use my coupon code MarieS3 for 55% off at Scentbird, and it's available in the USA and Canada. Thanks again to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. Now let's get into it. Okay, so before I press play on the video that we're gonna watch today, I want to tell you a little bit about Christmas's background. For those of you who don't know, Christmas was the 3rd place winner of Big Brother 19, and then she came back on season 22, the all-star season, and got 4th place. So basically, I mean, she was a pretty big face of both of those seasons because she lasted a decent amount of time. So if you've watched Big Brother, you know who she is. And I never really liked Christmas very much on both of her seasons. The first season, she broke her foot in half because she was goofing around in the backyard, I'm pretty sure, and she broke her foot. So then she couldn't really like participate in a lot of the physical challenges and stuff, and she was just kind of limping around all season, and I guess she kind of ended up getting just dragged to the final 3. And then in season 22, she just was awful. She aligned with all the people that are extremely unlikable. She turned into one of the unlikable people. She made a lot of like microaggressions and offensive remarks to 3 women of color in the house.
She gave
game information is what happens in the game.
And you exposed her.
Right, I exposed
You
her
betrayed
because you guys
her.
are a duo.
Christmas, I'ma walk away. I'ma
Please
walk
do.
away.
Thank you.
I'ma walk away.
Good night. My tone needs to come down.
Yeah, I was vulnerable with you on a different level for myself. So I felt taken advantage of. You did not see it that way. We've already agreed to disagree. That does not mean that she cannot take offense for me.
Why does she get to talk to me like that? But if I respond, everybody's gonna look at me crazy.
You said that you can separate game and personal.
And I have.
And I don't feel that that is true. But that's fine. I'm trying to give you, I want to give you
No,
your
but let
space.
me tell you
Hold on,
this.
Let me finish.
No.
I'm
because
trying to
you don't
give
get
your
to play
space.
victim in this situation.
You don't want to let me finish,
and
then
you know
don't.
you use me, and that's
I
what I'm
didn't
not.
use you.
I'm not gonna let
I
you do
didn't
that.
use
No,
you.
I'm not gonna let you get
You
away with
told
that.
me
I'm not,
information.
and get your fingers out of my
You
face. Back
and
up and get your fingers
you-
out of my face because I'm talking calmly and you want to
You
yell.
just came at me.
And I've been nothing but nice.
I told you.
No, stop with all of this, because I
Fuck
can't do that
off.
to you. If I
Fuck
did that,
off, Bailey.
I would,
Bailey,
I'm asking
there's a
you
difference
calmly.
between game
no,
and
don't
personal.
clap at me, and please don't do
There's
that.
a difference between game and
Chris,
personal.
I didn't treat you like this, so why are you treating me this way? I'm coming at
Bailey,
you with
you
respect.
yelled at me first. You wouldn't let me
Come out.
finish
No,
talking.
And this article says, because I didn't watch the live feeds on this particular season because it was just so boring, you guys. The All-Star season was so boring. Ian Terry is also another person she, I guess, was being offensive towards. And Ian is on the spectrum, so she just, you know, was not nice to people who were different than her, I suppose. In 2018, Christmas was arrested for criminal mischief, which I didn't know any of this before I started researching for this video. She allegedly slammed her car into, I think, her ex's new girlfriend's car. She took a plea deal to avoid jail time, and she ended up doing 12 months of probation and community service and anger management classes. And then just this year, she married her fellow Big Brother cast member, Memphis, and Memphis is another person that I could not stand on either of his seasons. So that's a little bit about Christmas. That's who we're dealing with here. So obviously, she left Big Brother, got arrested, married another douchebag from the show, and now she's a hunt. So if you're here because you're a Big Brother fan and you saw Christmas's face and you want to know why I think she's a scammer, and you don't know what an MLM is, MLM stands for multi-level marketing. These are companies that are essentially legal pyramid schemes. There's a lot. I mean, you're on a channel that has hours and days and weeks and months worth of content about MLMs and why they're so horrible. But long story short, basically, according to the FTC, a company is considered to be a pyramid scheme if you make more money from recruiting than you do from actually selling the products, which every single one of these companies, that's the long and short of it. That's the reality behind these companies, but they cover it up with product sales and bonuses and all this. Like, they make their compensation plans so difficult to understand to be able to work around and find little loopholes to basically be able to operate a legal pyramid scheme. And Christmas joined one of these. And honestly, did this surprise me when I found out that Christmas was what we call a hun? No, I really wasn't. She's got the personality of one. And she's also not the only Big Brother cast member who is involved in multi-level marketing companies, and I want to make more videos about that because that's all really fascinating. But let me explain to you why Christmas in particular, or any, I guess, reality TV star, joining one of these companies is pretty messed up. So when you join an MLM, you're basically made to believe that everyone starts on the same level, everyone has the same beginnings in the company, and like everyone has the same chances to make it to the top, which, by the way, less than 1% of people make it to the top of these companies, usually less than like 0.1%. In order to make money in these companies, you have to recruit, meaning you have to have a large network of people, or you have to like organically build one, which these days it's hard to do if you're just involved in an MLM and you have nothing else to offer. So in Christmas's case, she was on primetime television, like on a reality show that millions of people watch. So of course, she got a lot of followers from this. And let me double check, but I'm pretty sure last I checked, she has like 600,000 followers. But having been on one of the biggest reality TV shows in the country twice, yeah, she definitely has a following. Yeah, she has 651,000 followers. Now, why is this relevant? Well, let me explain to you why this is relevant. When she started with this company, by the way, I haven't even said what company she's with. She's with Q Sciences, which, yes, is a multi-level marketing company that sells questionable products that aren't evaluated or approved by the FDA. I think most of them anyway. That's how most of these companies are. I believe they sell hemp products. Yeah, they sell like overpriced collagen and that typical stuff. CBD shit. I don't know. They got a kids section on this website. That's nasty. Anyway, so this is relevant because when Christmas started with Q Sciences, she already had hundreds of thousands of followers. So she was not starting on the same playing field as everyone else. She was starting having garnered all this attention because she also was a fitness, I don't remember what exactly she did, but she was like buff and she was built and she did athletic stuff. So, I mean, I'm sure that she had a following from that even before Big Brother, but obviously Big Brother is definitely where she got most of these followers from. I guarantee it. So basically, she goes on reality TV, gets a giant network of people who follow her because they like Big Brother. skincare and fitness. And then she thinks to herself, you know what I could do to make more money? I could join a multi-level marketing company and basically scam all of my followers. I can make money off of the backs of people who follow me who don't know any better. I can use my Big Brother reality TV show fame in order to make a shitload of money and push myself up to the top ranks. Pretty easy to do if you have a 650,000 follower count. I think we'll get in here too, where I believe in this video she talks about having ranked up already and she was only in it for like a week. I did watch another video of hers though, and it might have been in that video, so we'll see. But I did watch this video and there's health claims, there's income claims, there is bullshit among bullshit among bullshit. Yeah, I just want to debunk all this shit. For anyone out there who may be a fan of Christmas Abbott, who doesn't know any better, who knows nothing about these companies and what she's doing, I feel like this is an important video to make, because if you're following someone on social media, they start pitching a product to you. You know, social media influencers get sponsorships and stuff all the time, right? So I would like to believe, I obviously get sponsorships. I had one at the beginning of this video that you're watching right now, but like, I wouldn't take sponsorships from a company that I didn't believe in. And I think that's generally the consensus for most influencers, but obviously there are going to be people like Christmas who are just out here to exploit her followers and make money off of them instead of making their money from the company that's sponsoring them. Anyway, you know, you come to trust these people. You're following them because you like them. You like what they do. You like what they post, all this. They start pitching a product to you, like, of course you're going to trust them and be like, okay, this is great. Not knowing that it's a pyramid scheme. It literally is a pyramid scheme. Anyway, so I feel like I've touched on the history of Christmas and her time on Big Brother and also what multi-level marketing companies are. So let's press play and watch this video, guys.
All right, so I am Christmas Abbott, and just to let you know about my background as an influencer, I've had a pretty heavy athletic career. Short and sweet. I've been to the CrossFit Games multiple times, if you've heard of that. I was nationally ranked weightlifter, and I was the first female in NASCAR pit crew in history to be on the Sprint Cup. So I get a little excited about what I get involved with, and this is no different.
Okay, well, the thing here is, sorry, I'm already pausing, it's 30 seconds in, but the thing is that all those things that she listed are worth bragging about. They're accomplishments. Like, not just anybody can go do these things. Not just everybody gets on Big Brother. You have to do, like, legitimate hard work, and a lot of dedication goes into being a female weightlifter, getting to be the first woman ever in the NASCAR, whatever the fuck. I don't know anything about NASCAR. Whatever she said, it was all gibberish to me. Whatever it is she did, that's not something that just anyone can do. Even getting sponsorships for your social media is not something that anybody can do. You have to build a following, and companies have to want to work with you first and be willing to see enough value in you that you're worthy of their money. With MLMs, literally anybody can just go sign up for them. This is not like applying for a job where you have to put in an application and to have an interview or whatever. You can go to Q Science's website right now and sign up. So for Christmas to be like, I just get really excited about all these things that I get involved with. It's like, okay, being involved in like weightlifting and NASCAR and all these huge things, that's great, that's wonderful. You cannot put joining an MLM on the same level as that, because literally anyone can do that at any time without any prior knowledge. Okay, so with Q Sciences, they sell CBD and I guess other shit, like other healthcare supplements and stuff. You don't have to know anything about healthcare supplements. You don't have to know anything about CBD. You don't have to know anything about the human body, nutrition, none of that shit. Anyone can sign up. So for her to put these two things on the same level, for her, it's mind-boggling. She knows what she's doing.
I also am a 2-book author, national best-selling books. And
another thing that people can't just do.
I've owned my own gym for the last, I sold it last year. I had it for 10 years. I have my own fitness app, and
better than
I
Beachbody.
was on Big Brother for 2 seasons, and I was 3rd my first season and 4th in the All-Star season, which is crazy. So the reason that I've done all of these things is because I have jumped in with faith within myself that I'm going to succeed. And I actually just got off a Zoom call with my rebels, which is what I call the people that do my workouts, because we break the rules. And I love my rebels so much. And we actually just did a goal setting call. And part of that goal setting call is be willing to fail. And I love that idea so very much, because failure is people get held back by themselves for two reasons. One, because they're scared of failing and not succeeding to what they want to. But I think the majority of the people, myself, and most of the time, like this, y'all's mentality is we're actually more scared, not of failing, but of what our true potential and success can be.
Who the fuck is scared of that, dude? I feel like that's something that you should like want. Anyone wants to live up to their full potential and be able to do all the things that they want to do in their heart. Who's scared of that? I want to do what makes me happy, but that scares me. Happiness scares me. Being successful scares me. No, who the fuck says that? Who the fuck says that? Nobody, dude. So what are you talking about? It's interesting to me that she brings up the fear of failure because 99% of people in multi-level marketing companies do in fact not make any money or break even at the very most. You could say that's failing. They would just say you're not working for it. You don't want it enough. You didn't work hard enough for it. Well, it's easy for Miss Christmas to say because she has 650,000 Instagram followers. So like, buzz off, dude. It's 5:07 p.m. and I'm already pissed off at Christmas, and you know what time it is. 5 o'clock somewhere, 5 o'clock here, bitch. These people always want you to believe that the reason that people don't want to jump in with both feet into an MLM is because they're scared of failure. No, and especially these days, like at this point, I feel like most people know what an MLM is. They just don't really know how sketchy and scammy and gross they are. But the anti-MLM movement is doing a lot of work to get the information out there, to get the knowledge out there so that everybody knows what these companies are and why you should not join them. And I think this movement has grown so much in the past few years that our message is getting out to a lot of people. It needs to be heard by more people, but the ones who have heard it obviously can recognize them now and know not to join them. I think that's mostly why people don't want to join, is because the truth about multi-level marketing companies is becoming more well known, and so it's harder for these people to recruit. Now they'll just say it's because you're scared to fail. No, it's because people have a conscience and people have morals and they don't want to fucking scam people. They don't want to have to turn their social media into one big sale, one big recruiting party. No one wants to do that. Who wants to do that? You can make it sound as easy as you want, but it's not easy. Seriously, they will be like, oh no, you just recruit your sister, recruit your mom. Like, it'll be so easy. They love you. That's what was told to me when I was in Lime Life by Alcone. It was always, well, you have people who love you and trust you, and they would join you. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I have friends, but like, no one wants to do this shit with me. And that's the general consensus of most of the population, I think. Not because they're scared of failure, but because they just don't want to sell shit to their friends and family.
What we can truly become in our lives. And that is more terrifying than failing and humiliation.
Says who?
So with that in mind, I talked to my rebels about this product and how much I love this product. So as a professional athlete, and by the way, I'm a mom, I have a 2-year-old son and he's amazing. But when I had worked through some sort of level of depression for my entire life. Now, I was able to combat it for about 15 years because of my very strenuous workout regimen. And then after having my son or during my pregnancy, I just couldn't pull myself out of it. I struggled in a way that like I was not myself.
What she's doing here is appealing to her audience of moms, which I'm sure plenty of moms who, even moms who just want to get fit, or just moms who want other mom inspiration, you know? Like, I mean, I follow people on Instagram that are also moms just to see what other moms are up to, I guess. Like, Christmas knows that she has a following of people like that. She's had a son for 2 years, so she's got people who can relate to her on that level. So what she's doing is not only is she relating to the mothers, she's relating to mothers who have suffered from postpartum depression. She's also appealing to people who are depressed in general. And let me just put this out there first. Q Sciences isn't proven to help with or cure or treat depression. I don't know if that's what she's getting at. Maybe she will. And if that's what it is, it's like, hell no. Shut the fuck up. Either way, this is predatory. This is predatory language. And this particular moment, she is preying on mothers and depressed people. Cute. Look, guys, I used to be like you. I used to be a depressed mom. I used to have depression. And now look at me. I'm in an MLM and I'm so happy. La la la, la la la. I'm Christmas. That's what she's doing.
So I went on medication, and even the medication didn't get me back to me. When my girlfriend Jackie called, I worked with her and her husband at Zach Brown's Camp Southern Ground and I was their nutrition coach. When I worked there, I just knew what kind of person Jackie was. And they both are just so trusting. Like, if Jackie hadn't called me, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't have said yes. So she called me and she said, Christmas, I have something that is going to work for your mom, Pog. And I said, okay, sure. I'll try anything. I took it, and within a few days, I absolutely fell in love with the product. I am sharp. I am like in my prime, like I was in my top competing days.
Okay, so now she's claiming that Q Sciences is basically the fountain of youth. I am back in my prime. How old is she? Oh, she's exactly 40. Okay, she's about to turn 41. In athletic terms, I think most people would say that they're past their prime at age 40. So to say that she's back in it at the age of 40, it's like, I don't know how much of that I believe. None of it really.
And I'm telling you, I haven't competed in 6 years. Like, I am feeling incredible. By the way, so these are micronutrients. And Brittany will talk a little bit more on the product and the business of it. I'm just kind of telling you my story. And they're also full spectrum hemp products. So as soon as I used Q Core, I fell in love with it. And I said, okay, I need to use this product. I actually was getting ready to re-sign with a company that was paying me for multi-year sponsorship. So for the last 3 years, I've been guaranteed $50,000 plus commission sales off of what I pushed through. And I walked away from that. Basically, they were using me for network marketing, except for I wasn't going to get any residuals.
No, that is affiliate marketing. Getting a sponsorship is not network marketing, and she knows this. She was guaranteed $50,000 a year and then plus commission on the sales she makes, and then she's like, but I wouldn't get residuals. Yeah, you would. That's the commission part. That's a pretty good deal if I do say so myself. Obviously, she's on a much higher level of influencer status than I am. I would obviously like die for $50,000 guaranteed a year. And then to add the commission on top of it, like, that's good. That's some good shit right there. But she's like, guys, I walked away from that. I think it's because she saw the money-making potential here. MLMs are very good at making you feel like there is a money-making potential, but Christmas is smart. Christmas has been involved in sponsorships and working with companies and all these things. She knows that she has enough following, especially if she was re-signing with a company, so she knows how much she can sell. If the company that she's re-signing with is one that she had worked with before and also received commissions based on what sales she made, then she has some kind of an idea of how much product she can sell. The difference here is that in multi-level marketing, you don't make a living off of just selling the products 9 out of 10 times. I'd say 9.9 out of 10 times. What people make money off of is recruiting people, recruiting a team. And that's when you start getting into the big bucks with MLMs. Christmas said, I'm already selling the products and I have a guaranteed paycheck and I know how much I can sell. So I'm going to take that and put that into network marketing instead because I know people will join me. And honestly, she could probably make $50,000 a month with an MLM. And I only say that because of her influencer status, her social media status, and because of how many people legitimately trust her because they watched her on Big Brother, you know, or they followed her workout routine or went to her gym or whatever the fuck. There are people who trust Christmas, and it is disgusting to me that she took that, was like, I have this huge following, I'm gonna get people to work with me. That's the thing. That's the selling point here. Hi, I'm Christmas. Do you like me? Do you want to be your own boss? And then also get to talk to me all the time? Do you want to be friends? Do you want to be friends with me, Christmas Abbott from Big Brother? All you gotta do is sign up and be on my team, and we'll talk all the time, and it's like we're gonna be friends, we're gonna be co-workers. Like, that is so appealing to people who are a fan of her. And she does have fans. You know she has fans. And she knows she has fans. It's exploitative. Now, with an MLM, you're not guaranteed a paycheck. I'd have to double check on Q Science's compensation plan, but generally you have to continue to make your ranks month after month. You don't just hit a rank and then stay there. Every month you have to re-rank. To stay at that rank, you have to do whatever the qualifications are that you do to stay there, which means generally you have to keep recruiting in order to stay stagnant there because so many people quit this shit. Now, I don't know, maybe the appeal of working with their Lord and Savior Christmas Abbott might be enough to keep them going for longer because because they're like, oh, Christmas said I can do this. So no, she's gonna raise up through the ranks because she has a following that has nothing to do with network marketing. She sees the opportunity to exploit them for money. $50,000 a year plus commissions wasn't worth it, because I know that with my following, I'll build a big enough team to make $50,000 a month. And guess what? That $50,000 a month, while it doesn't technically come out of their team's pocket and go into Christmases, it's a more roundabout way of that. But basically, based on the group volume of her team, so all the people that she recruits and all the people that they recruit, their entire tree of an organization beneath Christmas, or, you know, a pyramid, those people are contributing to her group volume. That's how MLMs work. And what contributes to that is not only sales that each one of those people make, but personal purchases that they make as well. So yeah, she's making money off of making people believe that they are getting to work with her and they're going to be buddies and stuff. They're co-workers essentially. She's convincing them that they're business owners now, but really they're just customers. Distributors are the customers in multi-level marketing companies, period. And we even saw this. Okay, Cece Suarez, aka Chelsea, my sweet friend Chelsea, I love her so much. She just exposed Monat's revenue reports and stuff like that. And I know that we're talking about Q Sciences and not Monat, right? If you haven't watched her video, I'll link it down below. Go watch Chelsea's video. It is mind-blowing. But basically what she found was that after looking at Monat's own revenue reports, about 1% of sales came from retail customers. Not from the VIPs, not from the distributors, just the retail sales. About 1%. 99% came from people within the organization of Monat. And that is gonna be pretty close to the numbers that you're gonna see in any MLM. And I guarantee Q Sciences is the same. So Christmas's paycheck, if she's gonna be making all this money per month, it's gonna be off the backs of the people who she's convincing are business owners. Sorry, I know that was really long and we have so much to still go through. This is gonna be a long video. I'm angry. I have a white claw. Let's go.
I knew, because I love the product so much. And once I could wrap my head halfway around this comp plan, because you're not going to get it the first day because it's so generous that you just...
No, it's not because it's so generous, Christmas. It's because it's so convoluted and confusing, and they do that on purpose. They make it intentionally confusing so that there are easy loopholes for them to jump through if the FTC comes a knockin'. They all do it this way.
I just can't believe this company is giving away this much money. Period.
This
is
a lie.
So incredibly generous. And I said, if this is half true, I'm going to make what I'm walking away from fairly quickly. And I'm telling you that now that I'm in it, I love the product, but I love the business so much more.
Because you have 650,000 people following you on Instagram. Other people don't have that. Hey, guys, you're not Christmas Abbott from Big Brother. Listen, you've probably achieved plenty of great things to be proud of in your life. I'm sorry, but you are not Christmas Abbott. And unless you are someone on the same level as Christmas Abbott, you would not have the thought of, oh, well, I was gonna make $50,000 next year with this company, but I'll make that fairly quickly if I just join an MLM. That is not the case. And she's gonna make you want to believe that. See, she's telling you that because it's like, whoa, she thinks she can make $50,000 in this business quicker than a year? Like, wow, if she can do it, I can do it. No, sorry, you can't. It's extremely unlikely that you will get to the level that Christmas Abbott is, or even was in this video. This video is like a year and a half old. She's still in Q Sciences, by the way. She is deep in this shit, you guys. Anyway, okay, sorry.
And as an influencer and a person that wants to be able to be financially free without any obligations to anybody else, this is the answer. So now I have two product lines. I have the micronutrients that I'm using every day. The sleep spray is my heaven. And then I also have the full spectrum hemp oils. And we have collectively about 50 products. So unlike a lot of other networks, they have a variety of top quality products that work. And I can testify to that. You can have the testimonies left and right. If you didn't even like the product, like if you didn't believe in the product, the comp plan is so generous that you would believe in selling the product.
What was that she just said? Let me restate what she just said. Even if you don't like the product, the compensation plan is gonna be enough to make you like the product. Basically is what she said. I'm gonna rewind it word for word. What did she say?
If you didn't even like the product, like if you didn't believe in the product, the comp plan is so generous that you would believe in selling the product.
This translates to, you will make so much money with Q Sciences that even if you don't like the product, you're gonna feel obligated to sell it to other people anyway. Even if you don't believe in it, even if you don't like it, you're gonna make so much money with Q Sciences, it doesn't matter. You'll just sell it to whoever. I can't believe that came out of her mouth. What we always say about people in multi-level marketing companies is, you don't sell the product because you like it. You like it because you sell it. Most people who join a multi-level marketing company have never used the products before. Maybe they'll like buy one or two from their friend that's also selling it just to see if they like it, and then they'll jump into it or whatever. But a lot of times people have never tried the MLM products, and then they jump in, they sign up, they get that starter kit, that whatever MLM they join, they all have starter kits. They're gonna get to have some of the products on hand, and wow, what do you know? These products are so life-changing. Wow, where have I been without these products? And it's like, every time, it's all bullshit. And then what happens when they leave the MLM? They don't use it anymore. Why? Because it's overpriced as shit. Every MLM has a dupe. Every MLM probably has multiple dupes for all the products they sell, and they're way cheaper than an MLM. Do you know why MLM's products are so expensive? It's because when you look at the compensation plans, people like Christmas, who are going to easily work their way up to the top, there are so many bonuses that they pay. And she's right. Most MLMs have a very generous compensation plan to the top 1%. And by generous, she basically means, I make a bunch of money for doing nothing. I make a bunch of money because the people beneath me are doing all the work, and I'm just sitting back getting residuals, honey. It's really gross. When you really dig into what she's talking about here, it's sickening. And I honestly have never heard an MLM distributor say what she just said. It's like a fake it till you make it kind of thing. It's like, you better make people believe that you love these products, or else you'll never sell them, and then you'll never convince people to join you in selling the products. Christmas is just like, you might not like the products, but like, you'll like the compensation plan, so you'll sell them anyway. I mean, not everyone is motivated by money, Christmas, for fuck's sake.
And for me, I used to have to do, like, I make good money. I don't make, like, I'm not hurting, but I'm sure it's not in a position to walk away from $50,000 guaranteed a year, in a good standing relationship. We left on good terms. So what I've decided to do with Q Sciences is shift it a little bit differently. And I am making myself my own sponsor, meaning that I'm going to be able to highlight these products and how I use them and when I use them and everything that those companies demand of you. But guess what? I get commission on the sale. I get commission for the team. And I get paid bonuses as I climb my ranks.
And that is precisely why MLM products cost so much. I was trying to look up the compensation plan on my phone. I'm going to pull it up here because it's kind of hard to find. Now, one thing I'm seeing on their website that is really odd to me is that it straight up says ground floor opportunity without the ground floor risk. I'm sorry, Q Sciences was started in 2012. It is a 10-year-old company. It is not a ground floor opportunity. With MLMs, timing is everything, meaning the people who get in before everyone else, they're going to have a much easier time climbing to the top of the compensation plan because they got in first. Everyone else signs up beneath them. That happened 10 years ago. If you're going to climb to the top of the compensation plan now, you got to have a network beneath you already. And Christmas has that. All right, I hate that they call it Q too, because like I always just think of QAnon. It's a very unfortunate little nickname they have for the company. Anyway, so it looks like with Q Sciences, you get a higher percentage in commission of your sales depending on how much you sell. So if you sell between $100 and $500 a month, well, and now I'm like, if you sell less than $100 a month, do you get nothing? Because this chart is literally like 101 to 500, you get 15%. So what happens if you sell 99, Like, do you get paid on that too? I'm not seeing it here anyway. So ranks here. It looks like a binary compensation model, meaning you have two legs, so you have to like strategically place people on your legs, and then you make more money depending on where you place people, and that opens up an opportunity that we see a lot in MLMs too. So this is what Christmas could do. Like, like potentially, I'm not saying she is doing this or has done this, but this is something that happens in MLMs all the time. Christmas could be looking at her two little binary legs and be like, if this person was just one more rank higher than I could rank up to, you could join Q Sciences under Christmas particularly because you like her, and she could literally take you and move you to someone else's team so she will rank up. Because if she puts you under Katie's team because she needs one more recruit to get that next rank, and then if she hits that rank, then Christmas ranks up, fair game. Usually that's generally how it works. Now, I mean, these compensation plans, like, I would have to read this shit and study this shit for like a week to really truly understand it. I mean, seriously, that's how convoluted and confusing these things are. It looks like they have a commission payout cap, which is something that not every MLM has. So to be like, oh, they're so generous, is like, what? They have a cap. They will stop paying you after a certain amount. Not every MLM has that. Anyway, some of these ranks, like the first few, if you rank up, you get like $100 or whatever. But like going further down the compensation plan, which I'm telling you right now makes probably less than 1%. Maybe these first few ranks are like 5% of people, 7% of people, you know, something like that. But generally, I mean, these ranks are very difficult to reach in the first place. Then you start getting into the thousands. So for Christmas to be like, oh, I'm ranking up. I want to know what rank Christmas is at, because then I could tell you guys exactly how much money she's making. Her Instagram does not say in the team highlight what rank she is. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not sure where she's at, but I guarantee she's in the top 1%. Guarantee it. I mean, some of these, like, you'll get a $30,000 bonus, all the way up to the highest promotional rank bonus you'll get is $500,000. Is that a crazy amount of money? Yeah. Are you gonna get it? Most likely not. I don't even remember what it was she was saying, but I just wanted to look at their compensation plan. Basically, I'm telling you, like, from at first glance, it basically looks like every other MLM's compensation plan. You make 15% base commissions when you make a sale. You can make up to 35%, but that's only if you sell 2,000 CV, which I'm assuming translates to dollars. So if let's just say that, because it doesn't say on here exactly if they're a 1-to-1 ratio, but $2,000 in sales per month to make 35%. There are MLMs who pay out 45%, even 50%. 35% is not the most generous compensation plan I've ever seen.
By the way, this is continuous. I don't have to have a certain script. I don't have to post every day or have a minimum at all. I don't have to post at all. I never have to mention this. But the more I mention it, the more people are going to either buy it or sign up as an ambassador.
Wait, what? I don't even have to mention this. Then what are you doing? How are you gonna make money if no one knows you're selling it and no one knows you have a team? That makes no sense, Christmas.
I would recommend for you, because I'm going to make my yearly pay from this one company. I guarantee you I'll have that in the bank before the third month.
She is saying, I will make $50,000 in 3 months with Q Sciences. That is an income claim. Don't know if she actually did that, but she's making it sound like it's just so easy. Anyone can do this. No, this is extremely unlikely, and she is setting an expectation that is highly unachievable.
By the end of the third month of this company, I'm going to have made over $50,000 with this company. So I wanted to kind of put that out there for you. And what's crazy too is that once you start getting into it and you have your influencer friends, you bring them on and they get to do the same thing for themselves, because they're not in competition with you. They're on your team, and their success is going to help your success, which is why this is so different. And this is so incredibly, it blows my mind. I love this company. I am forever going to be with it. So I want to hand it over to Brittany, because she's going to be able to explain the business a little bit more. I just wanted to tell you how excited I am about it. And I'm in love with this team. I have this amazing girl team, Brittany and Josie and Jackie, and they have literally held my hand every step of the way, because when I signed on, I had no idea what I was doing. And I was like, what? And they were like, we got you, girl. We got you. And I've done a few key things, and I am booming. So Brittany has an incredible story, and she's only been with the company for less than 6 months. And I got to say it, Brittany, she just got a paycheck for $96,000 for 1 month.
That's also an income claim. She can't be doing that. This video needs to be reported to the FTC, I swear to God. Even though it's like a year and a half old at this point, and you know, it's quite possible that they've changed their compensation plan since this happened. That doesn't make this any better. It's bad. It is predatory no matter what. Even if this chick that she signed up under isn't making that $96,000 a month anymore because maybe they changed the compensation plan and now she's making less. You literally cannot say this shit. You can't say this shit. It's against FTC guidelines. Like, you can't be just, oh, I made $96,000 in 1 month and you can too if you join my team. Like, you can't do that.
I don't know about y'all, but I want that too. And so she's been with, and she has nine six-figure people working under her on her team and that have been with the company for 5 months or less. So in 5 months, she's got 9 people to get to 6 figures. And I'm on her team. And if you sign up, you're also going to be on her team. So Brittany, I want to take it away. I had to
Love you.
shout you out. I love it.
Actually, will you explain from the influencer standpoint about how this isn't a one-off and the frequency getting paid, not getting paid 3 to 4 months later?
You're right. I get really excited about it. Okay. So when you guys do sponsor, who here, I'm curious how many people have done sponsored ads on their TikTok or Instagram? Yeah. So you guys know that like, it's very specific. You get paid 90 days out. So the day that you do it.
Okay, sorry to interrupt here, and Christmas is extremely important monologue here. This Brittany person that she's talking about, her Instagram says that she is top 2 in Q Sciences. Meaning there's one more person who ranks higher than her in Q Sciences. Multi-7-figure earner. Guys, this is so unusual. This is extremely unusual. She's like, I don't know about you, but I want that $96,000 paycheck. You're not gonna get it. There's thousands of people signed up into Q Sciences, and she made that money at the number 2 spot. I mean, again, this was a while back, so maybe she wasn't that high up, but like, she has to be, right? I don't fucking know. Yeah, if you want to get that paycheck, you better rank up to literally the tippy top of the pyramid, which is basically impossible.
90 days after that, you get your paycheck. Well, with this company, you get your paycheck at the end of the month. Plus, we're getting ready to go weekly pay. So if you like whatever you earn the first week on Friday, you'll get that paycheck for the next Friday.
Now listen, I worked at a big bad corporate 9-to-5 job and got paid every single week, every single Friday for 10 years. This is not unheard of, Christmas. Yeah, sure, like, I mean, for example, like my husband has a 9-to-5 and he gets paid every other week. I think that's generally the norm, but it's not unheard of. I worked a fucking corporate job and I made money every single week. She's basically comparing Q Sciences to being sponsored by a company, and they're just not the same. Oh, you have to wait months to get your paycheck for your sponsor, and it's like, well, it sounds like you need to renegotiate your contracts if you're waiting like 6 months for your fucking paycheck. That's on you, sis. But also, most of the people watching this have never been sponsored, don't know what the fuck she's even talking about. Like, she's extremely unrelatable here, but they still want to be like her because she's speaking with such conviction, like, money. Hey guys, money. If you join me, money. That's what she's saying, and it's bullshit.
And so then you start getting a paycheck every single week for what you've earned for that week, that accumulates through that month. And so now, instead of one-offs where I'm like constantly trying to find the next gig and it's inconsistent. One time I made $15,000 in a month out of ads, and then like literally 2 months later I made 0.
But that can happen with MLMs too. Like I was saying earlier, you have to make that rank month after month. You can't just hit a rank and then you're there forever. No. Plus, like, I mean, this is speaking from experience. I have signed multiple contracts with multiples of my sponsors for like 8 months in advance, like 6 to 8 months sometimes if I really like working with them, which I know is a long contract, especially when you're a growing YouTube channel. But like, regardless, there are sponsors that I love to work with, and I'm like, fine, I'll sign with you for that long. Generally, I don't know, like once you get to a certain point, they usually want to book you long term, and then at that point it's like, okay, so I'm gonna be guaranteed this money for at least 6 months, at least 8 months. Like, I don't know what else to say, dude. Like, she's just making it sound like, oh, I got a sponsorship 1 month and then the next month I got 0. Okay, but the same thing can happen in MLMs too. What if everyone on your team decides to quit? Then what? Then then if you don't re-recruit that number of people, you're not going to meet your rank. You're not going to meet your organizational volume. You're not going to meet all that shit. It is no different, really. Inconsistency can happen in an MLM as well as also being an influencer. And I'll admit, being an influencer, yeah, it's not necessarily as consistent. One month I might make this much, and then the next month I make a little bit less. YouTube is that way. And I know like TikTok is that way. Like anything in content creation is that way. You have ups and downs, you have ebbs and flows. That's normal. But like, we signed into this like knowing that. I think most people are just like, I'm gonna be an influencer and I might make more one month and less one month. No one is lying to us and telling us that like being an influencer is extremely consistent. No, it's really not. But my point is that being an influencer and then being in an MLM are both equally inconsistent, just in different ways.
This is consistent, it is reliable, and it is going to continue to increase. Your sponsorship money, what you get paid, will continue to increase just by promoting it slightly on your mediums. So I wanted to, yes, there you go.
So I'm not like a major influencer. I have like a little over 10,000 followers. And I get emails all the time about collabs and stuff, but they never seem like a good deal to me. I'm like, this is so much work for not that much pay. This comp plan just makes so much more sense to me. So a little bit about my story. I was in another network marketing company before this. And before I did that company, I swore I would never do this. Like I didn't. I'm sure you guys have all felt like that at some point. Christmas, I know you felt that way. Most people do.
We hear this shit all the time.
Because a lot of times it's just not done right. Like it's just not done like the right way. I feel like there's just, ugh.
There's no right way to be a scammer. There's no right way to be in a pyramid scheme anyway.
So I swore if I did it, then I would do it differently. And I've always set out to do it differently. So in my last company, I was pretty successful. I got the free car, the 6-figure income, the trip to Hawaii, the shopping sprees, all that stuff. The problem was my team was not winning with me. They were doing the things and struggling and not making money. And here I was making money and it felt gross. So I backed off the business and was like, this was cool, but maybe just not for me.
You know what probably happened? And I know I'm making assumptions, but this is generally how it goes. If she was so successful in her last business and then she went to her team and said, hey, I'm going to jump over to this company called Q Sciences. And if you want to get in underneath me and like have a second chance at success, join me, leave this company and join me. They do this shit all the time. They did this with WFAB. WFAB used to be with Monat, and now they are with iGenius. You see it with all the big teams in these multi-level marketing companies. When you have a leader and they tell you, I'm leaving, I'm going to this company because it's a better financial opportunity. Yeah, the whole team's gonna fucking jump with you. It happened with Young Living. They all went to fucking Modere. That's just what happens, dude. When Boo shut down, they all went to Tranont and Longevity. And what happens too is that, and I don't know how long ago this all happened with her, but a lot of times these companies will reach out to other high distributors in other MLMs and say, if you leave your MLM right now and sign on with us, we'll build a whole organization underneath you. You don't even have to do the work to get a team. Like, they'll just place you at the top of the compensation plan without having to do any work because you're already successful in another MLM. And of course, if they bring someone on like that, that's more money for them because they already know that that person can recruit and they can sell. Get them on our side, you know? I'm not saying that's what happened with her, but it is an absolute possibility. And you might be looking at me and going, Savannah, that doesn't happen. There's no way that happens. Yeah, it fucking does. I know people who were at the top of multi-level marketing companies, paparazzi specifically, Tracy Reed and someone that I'm not friends with anymore, but I was close with at one point. And then even more people from paparazzi too have told me this, that this literally happened. People would start emailing them from other multi-level marketing companies and be like, hey, we'll build a whole organization beneath you if you jump ship with us. Or, hey, we'll give you like a $500,000 bonus if you jump ship with us and bring your team along. Like, there are always incentives like that. So was she given an incentive to jump to Q Sciences? Maybe, and we can't count that out. The fact that she was successful in her last MLM and is now successful in this MLM tells me that her entire team jumped ship with her. She didn't start from zero. She didn't start from ground level like everyone else that she's recruiting does. She started at the top of another pyramid scheme and just went from the point of one to the point of another. That's what happened. In my opinion, in my experience, according to my understanding of these situations. But no, seriously, I would say there's a 99% chance that something along those lines happened. That's why she's like, oh, I've only been in for 6 months and I just made a $92,000 paycheck. Yeah, you're used to that kind of money. What happened behind the scenes that made you jump, huh? Plus, I'm sorry. She's like, no one on my team was winning with me in the last company. Okay, are you really gonna tell me that people in Q Science are? Didn't Christmas say she had like 7 six-figure earners or something like that beneath her? 7 out of how many? She's the number 2, not Christmas, the other chick. She's the number 2 in Q Sciences, meaning she has basically like at least half of the entirety of Q Science is beneath her. The number 1 spot probably has a little bit of a bigger team, but she is at the tippy top of basically half of the fucking company. How did that happen? Wasn't by pure chance or pure luck. Something happened. She either was offered an incentive or she saw a higher money-making opportunity and convinced her team to jump ship with her.
My husband was a cop. He got hurt on the job. It medically retired him, which like took away more than half of our income, medical benefits, everything, like total life shocker. And the last few years have just been kind of this downward spiral financially, shook our worlds, and it's been really hard. So kind of during that, I had a friend from my last company come over here to Q Sciences, and I was like, I'm going to watch her. I'm going to watch her and I'm going to see what happens. And she had a lot of fast success, which was awesome. But what
There's
really
the
got my
money-making
attention was that her
opportunity.
team was winning with her. I was watching and she had like 10 six-figure earners on her team. And I'm like, wow, this time it's not just her. Other people are making good money.
10 out of 10,000 people are making good money. Like, that's basically what it is. She's on her own little island over there. She's like, I was really successful in my last MLM, but everyone beneath me, I had 10,000 people beneath me, but only 2 of them were six-figure earners. Now I'm with Q Sciences and I have a team of 10,000 people, but now 5 people are six-figure earners. Like, that's basically what we're looking at here, okay? Seriously. The difference is literally like a minimal amount of people that she's talking about here. I obviously don't know the exact numbers, how many people she has on her team. When I say 10,000, it's just a fucking example. I don't know how many people she has on her team, but I do know that she has, what did she say? 7 six-figure earners or something like that. I know that she has that many, and I also know if she's the number 2 in the company, she has a lot more people making less than 6 figures beneath her. That's like logically just how it adds up. That's how math works. That's how pyramids work.
I'm interested, but not ready. Then finally, in September, because again, I was stalking her page. In September, she hit what's called Blue Diamond in this company, which means that your paycheck is a minimum of $90,000 a month. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this girl is she's not an influencer at all. At all.
She is now.
She's just your normal stay-at-home mom of 4 kids, lives in Florida. She used to be a social worker, just average. Love her to death, but she was just your average girl. She's making 90 grand a month. And I'm like, okay, you can do it. I can do it. I need the money. So let's do it. So I messaged her and I was like, girl, you got to tell me everything. Like, I need to know what's going on. So she told me, it sounded too good to be true. But then I just realized, no, this is real. So this is definitely too good to pass up. So I just know one speed, it's full speed. So I jumped in 2 feet, started running. And in 7 weeks, I became a 6-figure earner, which was life-changing for us.
You guys, again, this kind of language, the reason she's telling people this is because she wants people to believe that they also have the same opportunity as she does to make 6 figures in 7 weeks. That is not the norm. It is 100% not the norm. And again, it's also not the norm for people to jump from another MLM to Q Sciences with an entire team already beneath them. Like, really? Is she really gonna try to be like, oh no, I jumped with both feet and no one followed me from my last team? Bullshit.
And then it's continued to multiply like crazy. Like Christmas said, my last paycheck was $96,000 for 1 month of work.
Income claim.
The month before that, I got paid $50,000. The month
Income
before
claim.
that, it was $17,000.
Income claim.
So it's just continued to grow over the last few months. And I haven't even been here for 6 months. On top of that, like, the money is awesome. Don't get me wrong. But like, our credit score has jumped 164 points since I started. We're completely debt free. Just all these things that I never knew if they were going to happen. Like I said, we were in a bad place. So this is a total life change.
Yeah, and this is appealing to people who are also like, wow, I'm in a bad financial place too. Wow, I live paycheck to paycheck. Wow, if she can do it, I can do it. No, you can't.
It's why I'm so passionate about sharing this. And I saw someone post the other day, like, Network marketing is going from, this isn't just for the stay-at-home mom anymore, right? This is for people like you guys, people with the influence who want to hustle and make really good money. I don't have a college degree. I didn't finish college, so literally anybody can do this. You just have to want it, and you have to want to help people. And from an influencer standpoint, I was just telling Christmas and her the last call was that influencers are so used to making money off of their followers, but here you get to make it with your followers.
That is literally not how it works. Okay, let me tell you, as someone who is a professional influencer, who my job is being a YouTuber and doing sponsorships and shit like that. And I've talked about this before. So I have had sponsorships before that I did make commission based off of what I sold. But that was a while ago, and I don't necessarily think that's the norm with influencers. I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not like a big, huge influencer or anything. I'm just your average Joe. But like, from my experience, this is how it goes. You sign on a contract with people. They say, I will pay you this much money to promote our products on your YouTube channel. They'll give you a brief and say, these are the things we want you to say. This is how long it has to be, da da da. They'll give you little parameters and stuff, and then you do it, and they give you money. End of transaction. I do not make more money if you guys buy stuff. Does that make sense? If my ad integrations are successful for the company, they will come back to me and be like, I'll give you more money. So that's how that works, but I would not say that I'm making money off of you guys. And also, I mean, yeah, I do make money from ad revenue, but it doesn't cost you anything to watch my videos and watch a few ads. It costs you 5 seconds of your time. She's making it sound like, oh, all these influencers, every time you buy something, they make a commission. That's not even a bad thing. Like, I'm sorry, that's not even a bad thing. Like, I do have like an Amazon storefront, and every time anyone's like, hey, what do you use for this? Whatever. I will send an affiliate link, because sure, why the fuck not? Why not make 10 cents off of the sale that they're gonna get from me recommending a product? But like, that is not the scummy part of MLMs. The scummy part of MLMs is that the real way to make the big bucks is that you gotta recruit. Like, think about it. Okay, well, let's pull up a Q Science product right now. We'll do the math. Featured products. Let's see. Q Daily Detox Herbal Tea for $42.50. Have you ever paid $42 for a fucking tea? Let's say you sell one of these full price, $42.50. You make a 15% commission. You want to know what your take home is from that sale? $6.37. You sell one product, which is overpriced as shit. Is this like a 30-day supply? What is this? Okay, servings per container, 80. One serving size is 8 fluid ounces, which really isn't that much. I don't know. Let's just say you'd use one of these as 80 days, whatever. That's less than 3 months. Better than most MLMs. I'll give them that. Like, most MLMs, like, all their products are like 30-day supply. This is a daily detox, and you get 80 servings out of it. Still $42, and that's just a daily detox tea, dude. So it's super overpriced. You probably had to hustle to get that one sale, and you get $6.37. This woman is like, I made $92,000 in 1 month. You think it's because she sold how many? $92,000 divided by 6.35. She would have had to sell 14,488 of those. Well, I guess she would have made more, because like she would be getting the 35% instead of 15%. So like, let's just say around 5,000 to 6,000 of those fucking detox teas every month. Is that possible? Not really. So how is she making $92,000? Oh, that's right. Because she has a team. And when you have a team, you recruited that team. Then that's when the money starts flowing, because they, underneath you, are making sales and making purchases for themselves, and that is contributing to your organizational volume, and you are getting paid and ranked based off of that and how many people you recruit. Organizational volume and how many people you recruit. That's it. I don't want to say that's it, because with Q Science, maybe there's a third thing, but in most MLMs, your rank depends on how many people you have beneath you, and usually those people have to be a certain rank, but you would have recruited those people. So how many people are beneath you, how successful they are, and then organizational volume, which is your entire downline, what they sell and what they buy. Both of those things. You can't get that $92,000 unless you do what they're doing right now. Sit on a Zoom call, lie about the opportunity, lie about, oh, how easy it is. I'm gonna make $50,000 in 3 months. Sit here and set the highest expectations. Get them to join you. They'll buy the product pack. They'll contribute to your organizational volume, and then they'll realize you're full of shit and they'll quit, and then you have to go recruit another person to replace them. Like, that's just how this shit works. It is absolutely disgusting to me to watch these two women, especially Christmas Abbott, but these two women just sit here and just straight up lie. It's disgusting.
Followers, and you're going to make money off of them for sure, but you also get to help them do the same thing and give back to them.
She admitted that, at least.
It's truly a team effort.
Like, she literally said, yeah, you're gonna make money off of them. Like, it's talking about your downline, your team. Yeah, you're gonna make money off of them. But it's like, okay, yeah, at least you admitted it, because most people are just like, no, I make money off of product sales, that's it. But it's like, okay, you make money off of sales made to the company, no matter who they're from, whether they're other distributors or actual retail customers 1% of the time. Monat, I'm looking at you.
So I am literally like days away from Black Diamond, which is $120,000 a month base pay.
Base pay. Hold on. There is no base pay in MLMs. Is that like the bonus that you get, and it's a one-time bonus usually? Let's see if they have a income disclosure statement. I am not seeing an actual income disclosure statement, which is a red flag. I'll just pull up the chart I had earlier. She said what? Black Diamond? Oh yeah, okay, here. Monthly team commission, $120,000 per month. On this compensation plan, they've got a max percentage that you can make per leg, which is 40%. It gets really confusing when you get into the legs and stuff, so I'm not gonna like spend too much time on it. If you make the rank, and you continuously make the rank. See, that's why this shit gets confusing. And for her to be like, base pay, $120,000 a month. What do you have to do to get that? You can't just sit on your ass. Like, you gotta recruit, you gotta make sure everyone beneath you is buying product and selling product also. So, also, when you hit Black Diamond, they give you, it looks like you get $150,000 in 4 equal monthly installments. So over the course of 4 months, you get $150,000, which is a lot of fucking money for 4 months, dude, right? Again, they don't have an income disclosure statement, so I can't see how many people are at which rank. And usually when a company doesn't have an income disclosure statement, it's because they don't want people to see those numbers. There are companies that will put out those numbers and they're just like, whatever, here you fucking go. Like Monat, even Monat does that shit. Like in Monat, we've been talking about this whole time, is just like fucking horrible. Young Living, also fucking horrible. Do they have an income disclosure statement? Yeah, they sure do. Q Sciences, nowhere to be found. Shocking. I wonder why that is. They've been around for 10 years. They've got the data. Why won't they release it? Why won't they let us know? Is this woman the only Black Diamond that exists? That's wild to me. It's absolutely wild. And the fact that she's like, oh, it's base pay. That's not what that sounds like. What that sounds like is I am guaranteed $120,000 a month. Once I hit this rank, I'm going to be making $120,000 a month indefinitely. No, you're going to have to re-qualify for that rank, which is probably possible for her to do, but she is going to have to continue to recruit.
Like, I can't even fathom that. And it's just continuing to grow. And I just want to bring all of y'all with me to the top. Christmas is on her way to the top. She caught the vision. Like this is so much, it's more consistent than sponsored deals. You're not always looking for the next thing. This is a consistent thing that you get to share. And I honestly feel like it gives you more, what's the word? Like credibility with your followers. You know, when influencers are constantly posting different brands, it's like, well, I thought you talked about that brand, and now you're talking about that brand, and then you're talking about that brand. And I feel like people can see right through it.
You are not giving people enough credit, because I think most of us know that when like influencers post an ad for a company and it says paid sponsorship, because FTC guidelines say that if you're advertising, there's some certain things you have to do, some hashtags you have to disclose that it's an ad. So like on Instagram, for example, TikTok, YouTube, even here, there's a little box you have to check that says includes a paid promotion. Instagram has something like that. I think TikTok does as well. Yeah, they have like the sponsored section and stuff like that. That stuff has to be out in the open. Like they have to know. It's very obvious if something says includes a paid promotion, it's because they got paid to promote it. Like she's acting like it's like, oh, people are like really turned off if you get sponsorships from multiple companies. It's like, no, what? And not every company makes the same thing. With Q Sciences, yeah, they make a bunch of healthcare shit, but it's like, what if like a VPN I don't know, that's just the first thing that came to my mind. What if a VPN wants to sponsor you and they want to give you $50,000 for the year? That's not competing with Q Sciences. So it's like, why is that weird? I don't get why that's weird. I use a VPN and health supplements and shit. Wow, shocking that people use multiple companies and multiple products from different companies. I really think that they think that we're stupid and naive. You know what? A lot of us may be naive, but that's why I'm here. Don't fall for this shit.
Because they know that you're just doing it for the paycheck. And here,
and you're not doing that with Q Science?
You even more because one, you're going to love the product and it's a consistent thing that you're talking about. And the income potential is so much greater than anything else. I mean, I don't know how any other way that I could make this kind of money. So yeah, we're doing big things. Our team is still brand new. It's growing rapidly. Most of the time you don't hear about companies like this until y'all have probably heard of, Rodan and Fields or maybe Young Living, the essential oils, or Arbonne or some of those other companies. Great companies, great products, but they are saturated.
But Q Sciences isn't. It's been around for 10 years. Shut the fuck up. Young Living was started in the 90s. Arbonne is like 40 years old or some shit. Yeah, they've been around for a long time, but Q Sciences isn't new at this point. I don't know why she fucking thinks that we can't just Google this shit. This is not a ground floor opportunity anymore, but she wants you to believe it is. Market saturation is a real thing, especially in a company that's been around for 10 years. And I'm sorry, but the past few years, Q Sciences has really exploded. Yeah, that ship has sailed, sweaty.
So the business opportunity is not as good as what we have here. And most comp plans only pay 37%. Our comp plan pays 47 to 50%. It's honestly unheard of.
Where though? I looked at their comp plan and they said $2,000 plus in personal sales, you get 35%. I didn't see anywhere on their 47 to 50%. I mean, maybe they've changed it since then. I know I said that before, but what are you talking about? And where are you seeing that?
Just with using your link, it's like an affiliate link. Just with using your link, you can earn upwards of 35% commission. Just with throwing your link around with a swipe up on a product.
35%. That's getting ready to increase as well. Yep. They're increasing that percentage as well. And for me, I only got you usually only get 10 to maybe 15%. 15% is high for commission items. And 35 is, but it's getting ready to increase.
Yeah, they're talking about making a 50% level because they want people to be able to earn a 6-figure income with just customers alone. So I don't have a date on when.
I don't have a date. She just got done saying it hasn't happened yet. Oh my God, you guys, I'm editing right now. And I realized that while I was filming this video, I was using the 2020 compensation plan. So I went and made sure that they hadn't updated it or something, but there is an updated one for 2022 that I found. And you guys, they lowered the percentage of customer sales commissions that their distributors get. So now, before when it was 101 to 500, it used to be 15%. Now they only get 10. And now the highest you can get in customer sales commission is 30%, not 35. They lowered it, you guys. They lowered it. She said you can make upwards of 47 to 50%, and now she's being like, it'll be 50%, but I don't have a date yet. What is it then? Also, it's a year and a half later since this was filmed, since this Zoom call happened, and still it says 35%. They're just yeah, they're about to increase it. It's been a year and a half. Where is it at?
It is something that I have heard is coming. So, I mean, even then, the base is
false
15%,
hope, dude.
I think, of commission, and then it only goes up from there. So getting your foot in the door here, the timing of the company is huge. Getting your foot in the door in the hemp industry right now is huge. Getting your foot in the door in whoever invited you to this call is huge because we're all just starting. And the sooner you join someone when they're starting, the higher up in their organization you will be. And they get you obviously will help build their business.
She's admitting it. See, this is something that we don't always hear people in MLM say. They want you to believe that no matter who you are, when you start, you have an even playing field for everyone who starts. No matter when you start, doesn't matter. You all have the same opportunity and the same amount of chance that you'll make it to the top. Not true. And for her to be we're all just starting. Bitch, Q Sciences is 10 years old. I'm just she's just lying.
But we build deep and they will get to help build your business. Like it's kind of confusing. I don't want to confuse you, but the way this works is you'll have like 3 top spots in your business. Okay. So if you're right here, you get 3 top spots. When those 3 spots are filled, the 4th person you bring in has no choice but to go under one of those 3 people. So let's say you jump on board with Christmas. Okay, let's say Christmas invited you to this call. You jump on board with Christmas. Then after her spots are filled, the next person goes under that person. The next person goes under that person. And the volume goes to every single person all the way up. Like, it's truly a team effort, which is unheard of.
That's not unheard of. Every MLM works that way. And we say this all the time in the anti-MLM movement. They always want to deny. They always want to compare MLMs to 9-to-5s. This is why it's different. And she just admitted it. In multi-level marketing companies, the sales, commissions, the profits, all that goes up through to the top of the pyramid. And that is why the people at the top make so much money, because everyone beneath them is contributing to the paycheck at the top. In a normal business, like a corporation, your 9-to-5s, the money goes down. It rains down. It trickles down, if you will. Capitalism. Ooh. My dogs are like, don't talk about capitalism. And obviously, like, the trickle down method doesn't work, but at least the people at the bottom of the corporate chain, the bottom of the corporate pyramid, if you will, are guaranteed minimum wage. You cannot say that for people in multi-level marketing companies. As a matter of fact, most of the people underneath at the bottom are not making money. They're actually losing money. By the time they leave their positions at that company, they will be in a worse financial spot than they were when they joined. And that is true for just about almost every single person who joins an MLM. Like, statistically, there are studies that show this.
Businesses, there's a cap. Like, it only goes certain levels deep, and then the value decreases, and
there's a cap with Q Sciences. It literally says that. Oh my God.
We get volume, infinite levels deep. The value never changes. Your level 1 and your level 1000 gives you the same volume. It doesn't change. So it's pretty wild. It's pretty epic. It's like the best opportunity.
Right. Gives you the same volume. That's your organizational volume, right? Like, everyone in your downline is going to contribute to your organizational volume. I don't know of an MLM that, like, your very bottom line contributes less to your overall volume. If they make a $50 sale, that $50 contributes to the organizational volume beneath you because they're part of your organization. What MLM would be like, if that person at the very bottom makes a $50 sale, you only get $25 worth of that added to your group volume. I don't think that's a thing. I don't think I've ever seen that. So I don't know what she's talking about. Like, that's unheard of. No, it's not.
What else, Christmas? You've heard me talk about this a lot. What am I missing?
You're muted, girl.
I know. I'm so excited about it. I want to stress the point of this. This is an unprecedented route for influencers.
No, it's not.
Because you have 2 different lines of product that have multiple options, and you get the profits from selling that one product.
You don't get all the profits from selling that one product. You get a minimum of 15% upwards to, I guess, 35%, even though they said up to 50%. I don't see that anywhere. That is why, that goes back to why MLM products are so expensive, because you don't get the full profits. Let's say that it costs a company $1 to make a product and they go turn around and sell for $50. You do not make all of that profit. You do not keep all of the profit. That would mean you'd keep $49. And then where would the company profit? The company can't run if it's not profiting. So for you to be like, you get to keep all of the profit. No, you don't. She might mean, here's something that happens in multi-level marketing companies too, which is dangerous because it can lead to inventory hoarding or inventory loading, essentially hoarding product. When you see those people in LuLaRoe who have a garage full of LuLaRoe leggings and shit that they can't sell, like, that's because this is what happens. So if you're in an MLM, let's say, for example, you're in Q Sciences and you're like the minimum level and you make 15% commission. Usually that means you have a 15% discount when you go into your back office and order all the product. So let's say you got a $50 product minus 15%. You get $7.50 off of that 50. Okay, this is only assuming that you are getting a 15% discount. So if you were to go and buy from your back office in Q Sciences a $50 product that now costs you $42.50, $50, you go and sell that. You physically have the product and you go and sell it at a storefront, product on hand kind of thing. Sure, you could say you get to make all of the profit, but you already paid for the product, and that all of that profit is $7.50. Like, that might be what she means, but what she's making it sound like is no one makes profit but you, sweaty. That's not true. The profit goes all the way up to the top of the pyramid. That's why their products are so expensive, because they have to pay their people. They gotta get that money from somewhere, dude. Most of these MLM products are not worth anywhere near what you pay for them.
And by the way, you get the volume, you get the credit for anybody on your team that sells their product, but they still get full commission on theirs. That's where this is different. So I want, like, it was hard for me to accept this. So if so I know that, Brittany brought some of you guys on. And so if you're under her, you're not competing with one another. This is like literally you're on the same team. And if you all will have your own link, your own website for people to go and register and be on your team. So when you when you post and somebody buys it from you, it gives you that volume credit, but it also gives Brittany that volume credit. She gets the same 100% transfer volume credit.
But that doesn't mean she makes the same commission that you make. If Christmas is my upline and I'm right here and I make one sale, let's say it was a $50 product and I made 15%, $7.50. Christmas does not also get 15%. From how I understand every MLM besides Q Sciences, they all work this way, and I'm pretty sure it is unfathomable that it would work this way, because there's like a limit to how much. Like, there's only 100%. So if you are at the very bottom and you have a very large team up above you, every single one of those people can't make 15% of your one sale. That's not how that happens. So what she means is that I get, let's say organizational volume is dollar for dollar. I made that sale, so that contributes 50 to my organizational volume. But since I'm also in Christmas's organization, she also gets $50 worth of organizational credit. But that doesn't mean she makes the 15% off of that. Ugh, it's so confusing. I know it's so confusing and it's really hard to understand. My point is, yeah, they're both going to get that 50 organizational volume. That doesn't mean they make $50, because usually when you have an organizational volume beneath you, like, you make a percentage of that whole volume as a whole, if that makes sense. And it's usually like, I don't know, 5% or something like that.
By the way, you also get that 35% commission off of those products.
If you sell $2,000
So if you
worth.
think about that, like, it's not like who can I get the fastest? It's how can we work together the most? And having a big team doesn't cut into your profit. It actually encourages it and it builds your profit.
Yeah, that's because it's a pyramid
So like
scheme.
the more team members that you have and the more customers you have, you get to share that profit with, or that volume with your team.
Okay, so she like corrected herself there. She's like, oh, no, you don't share the profit, you just share the volume. Yeah, yup. But you're making it sound like everyone makes the same amount of money. No. If you make 15% off your sale, Christmas does not also make 15% off of your sale. She makes a much lower percentage.
So I hope does that make sense? I hope so. So Brittany, do you want to open up to questions? We have a few minutes, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do gallery view. Okay. So it's a little confusing and the learning curve is just like, what am I doing? But that's why you have an all-star team. All right. That's why you have us. And we really I love strategy. I love social media. I love marketing, and I love business. So the more we talk about it, we can have a group call and have a strategy to launch. But ultimately, it would be the same thing as you do for another company, except for you get to be the boss and CEO and the sole earner.
You do not get to be the CEO of Q Sciences. Let's just get that straight. And you're also not a business owner. You're an independent contractor.
I've been with the company 12 days officially.
12 days.
And I'm about to make bronze, which will guarantee me with bonuses and everything else. I calculated it $6,000. And so I'll be going into next month as a bronze. And then by the end of the month, I have to look, I have a goal posted somewhere. So let me look and see. Yeah, by the end of next month, I want to be at minimum is it gold, but I'd like to be platinum, which means that my base pay will be 8,000 or 15,000.
Why would your base pay differ that much? It's almost double. Between 8,000 and 15,000, that's almost double. So like for her to be like, my base pay is going to be either this or this, like why does that change? Oh, that's confusing. Christmas, can you elaborate on that? Then I guess it's not base pay then. I think what she means is that when people hit the platinum rank, maybe this is what she means, you usually will make between $8,000 and $15,000 a month. You can't say that's a base pay.
I know that if in 10 days I got to bronze, y'all bitches watch out, because if you're not on the team, you're getting left behind, because mama's going. All right. I got a baby that is big and he's hungry. And so
that $8,000 and $15,000 that she said, that doesn't even include her bonuses or her personal customer commission. That's all on top of that.
yeah.
Oh my God.
And they all, and I want to talk about the financial advisor too. By the way, they have you pair with somebody and they give you a financial coach. So you, especially being so young and in this industry, so like prominently, they're going to help you make sure that you have all of your taxes covered, where you should invest your money, where, like how much you should keep on in your cash account and how much you should put in a savings to collect interest.
I'm gonna have to double check on this and look into this. I've never heard this before with any MLM, let alone Q Sciences, that they just give you a financial advisor for like at that point it's like, I don't know how much it costs to sign up with Q Sciences, but it seems like if that were the case and it was a legitimate like financial advisor, like she's making it sound like, it's almost like you can get a financial advisor for super cheap if you just sign up with Q Sciences. Let's say that their starter kit is $100. So could you say that you're getting your own financial supervisor or whatever the fuck for $100? There's no way.
You're going to need this because you're going to have multiple figures in your bank. So I don't know what you guys are making right now, but I don't know anybody that like, I don't know if you would, anybody walk away from $50,000 a year? Would any of you?
No, but Christmas, every single one of these people that you're talking to right now have never been on Big Brother. Probably have never been on a reality TV show where they get the amount of exposure that you did. And she's just like, would anyone else walk away from $50,000? None of them would ever be offered $50,000 a year just to advertise for them. They're not Christmas. They're not Christmas Abbott. They're nowhere near her level of, I guess, fame, if you will. I'd say she's famous, sure. Basically, people who go into the Big Brother house and like make it as far as she did generally have like good social media careers afterwards because they just kind of end up being famous.
Guaranteed? No. I did it. I did it to do this.
He's saying no.
Yeah. So I knew that within a few months, I guarantee you by the end of my 3rd month, we're going to get on the Zoom call again and we're going to all laugh because you guys are going to be right there with me.
That's not how it works.
That financial coach is so huge for me because obviously I just came into a lot of money and I've never had this kind of money before. And without that coach, I would not know how to manage it, what to do with it, what to pay, what to save, what to put where. And it's just like the biggest blessing of a resource that is free. I mean, obviously, like, I don't know, a financial coach or advisor would be like on the low end, like $200 a month. And it comes with being part of the company.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
I love it.
So when I go to Q Science's website, they list one person in the welcome section that says, sit down with the financial expert, Sarah Spencer, to go over cutting edge business advice, financial planning, long-term success, and financial freedom. Sounds to me like they have one person at the okay, listen, I only just did a quick Google search, so maybe it's a little different than this, but it sounds to me like you're not going to sit down one-on-one personally with this one singular woman who was running all of Q Sciences, get individual one-on-one talks and care with her. There's no way. She's got the entire organization to sit down with. She probably does like Zoom calls and is like, this is how you gain interest on your bank accounts, on your savings accounts. This is like, hey everybody, like just a general, like all-encompassing, but I doubt that she has personalized plans for every single person in Q Sciences. I feel like this is absolutely misleading.
That they value helping people be financially free.
All right. Not just free, man. That's like, so when Jackie said that she's going to make generational wealth, I really didn't, and I don't know what you guys consider generational wealth. I mean, like it's multi-million dollars, right? In the bank, not in assets, but in the bank, cash, multi-million. And like I said, I just got off doing my goal setting, and I have to revamp my goals because I'm absolutely blowing them out of the water. So just to let you know, Brittany's on track to make over $1 million this year. In 1 year. I'm walking away from 50,000 so I can make $1 million.
Number 2 in the company.
Mm-hmm. I know. It's hard to, like, you guys it's hard to understand, and to believe, because I didn't. And then I just said yes. I had buyer's remorse immediately. And then I was like, okay, well, why not? Let's see how much truth to this is. And that's what I dare you to do. If you're on the fence, then just give it a try. And if you hate it and you don't rank up by doing some of the things that we suggest doing, just by letting us help you, then I get it. You can let it go. But it's such a small investment in your own personal life that it has such an impact. So that's what I say is give it a run. And if you hate it by the end of next month, then you know that this wasn't for you.
Okay, if you are on the fence and you're listening to this and she's just like, just try it, just give it a try. If you are on the fence, logically think for 1 second and remind yourself that you have never been on Big Brother. You have never had national television giving you exposure. Twice. There's a very small amount of people on this planet who have been on Big Brother twice. You are not Christmas Abbott. If you're on the fence, look yourself in the mirror, do a deep talk, look yourself in the eye and say, you are not Christmas Abbott. And then you will go, shit, I guess I can't do this. And you know what? They would look at this and be like, girl, you're shitting on everybody's dreams. You're just trying to talk people out of their dreams. No, I'm not. I'm trying to talk people out of making a really bad financial decision for them. Because here's the other thing that I haven't even mentioned this whole video. I've been filming for 2 hours. I haven't mentioned this shit. If you're still here, thanks. Once you get into an MLM, what is your upline going to tell you? They are going to tell you you need to invest in your business. I don't know how many products Q Sciences has, but from what I've seen, there's a pretty good selection of things. They have a decent sized selection of products. And here's what your upline's going to tell you. They're going to say, how can you sell the products if you've never used it? Who's going to want to buy from you if you've never used the products? You have to be a product of the product. So sure, let's see how much the starter kit is for Q Sciences. Why do they make it so difficult? Well, this post was from 2014. That's not recent. Oh my god, how much does it cost to start with Q Sciences? Someone tell me, please. Now the problem here is that on their website, they have a fill in the info and one of our top leaders will contact you about joining the Q Sciences movement. And then you have to put all your information in. Name, email address, phone number, in order to even get information about joining. I want to know how much it costs to join. Start your life-changing journey. I just went and like sign in as a guest, and it's like, well, you gotta add your delivery information first. They want my fucking address, dude. Like, I'm not gonna give you that. I just want to know how much it costs. Okay, I found an article, so I had to go digging enough to find a fucking article. Couldn't even go on their website to find this out. Found an article that says it costs $49.95. Okay, well, let's just go with that, okay? Because I can't find that information on their website. Is that not a red flag for you? Like, shit, man. So sure, it costs $50 to join Q Sciences. Okay. You may be thinking, wow, that's a very small investment to start your own business. Well, first of all, you're not starting your own business. You're an independent contractor. But that aside, here's what's going to happen when you join. Your upline is going to say, all right, congratulations. You just started this business journey and you spent $50 and you got whatever comes with that. Probably not much. The next thing they're going to want you to do is to start trying the products. And how else are you going to do that? Because they're not going to give you this shit for free. No, you got to buy it. And what happens when you buy it? Oh, you contribute to your upline's organizational volume. And when that organizational volume gets to a certain point, and after they've recruited a few more people, they'll rank up. Do you know why your upline is going to tell you you need to invest? You need to invest. It's a business. You got to invest in your business. You have to be a product of the product. So then you're going to end up spending thousands. So while that $50 enrollment fee seems like it's not a lot of money, once you get in, they're going to expect you to be paying in a lot more than that $50. And of course, no one's one's gonna say, they're gonna be like, you don't have to buy those things, but there's going to be a lot of pressure for you to do so. 100% guarantee it. Every time you talk to one of these uplines or whatever, they're like, I've never told my team to buy anything. You've probably never like told them to, but I'm sure you've highly suggested that if they want to grow their business, they need to invest in their business, excuse me. That's what they all say. They try to beat around the bush and they're just like, oh, no, I've never told anyone they have to buy anything. Okay, yeah, but you suggested it. Don't fall for this shit. This is the stuff they're not telling you.
Anybody that signs on, I know like the energy is insane.
Totally. I never, ever, ever thought that I could make $1 million in a year. And I think I'm on track to make like close to $2 million this year, which is wild to me. Especially coming from
I said only $1 million.
The world is going to e-commerce, right? The world is going to online.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
This is pandemic proof. It is governor shutdown proof.
No, it's
not going anywhere.
What did she say? Governor shutdown proof? Yeah, but it's like the federal government, the FTC, has shut down MLMs or has at least fined the shit out of them for running as illegal pyramid schemes. The only reason that they haven't hit Q Sciences or hit like Monat or any of that shit is because, well, first of all, they do send warning letters to these companies all the time. But basically, they don't have a big enough task force to really be able to handle investigating all of these companies. And there's hundreds of them, you guys. They don't have a big enough task force to do that shit. So basically, these people just get away with this shit until something major happens, and then the FTC will step in. That's what they did with Herbalife. That's what they did with Advocare, and so many others, okay? There have been a lot of companies that the FTC has stepped in and been like, we're shutting you down, or you're gonna pay this fine, or whatever. It happens, and it happens a lot. Not enough, though. For her to be like, this is shutdown proof. First of all, it's not pandemic proof, because if everyone is broke, who's gonna buy your shit? Who's gonna sign up to be on your team? They have to pay to be on your team. If everyone loses their jobs from a pandemic, who's gonna pay for that? It's not pandemic proof. Don't fucking tell people that. And it's certainly not government shutdown proof, because maybe not state government, not the governor's not gonna shut you down, but the federal government definitely has that power, and they have exercised that power. And what I'm seeing here, there's a lot of income claims, a lot of health claims, a lot of bullshit that they're not allowed to be saying. This is just one team, so of course, like, there's only so much we can do. But I will tell you guys that I do always have a link to reporting this kind of shit to the FTC in every single description of all of my videos. And I would highly suggest sending this video to them. I'm serious, dude. Let's let the FTC know that these people are out here being like, I'm gonna make $1 million this year. They can't do that. Like, it is FTC guidelines that they can't say that shit without then also posting the income disclosure statement alongside it. And Q Sciences doesn't even have an income disclosure statement. And even then, like, it's really touchy territory to even go and give a dollar amount, you know?
It's only going to continue to grow. And in your position, like with whatever level of influence you have on whatever social media platform you have, this is such a smart thing to do. And like Christmas said, just with how young you guys are, like, to set yourself up for success in the long run is just so wise. And worst case, you hate it and you can quit.
Worst case, you hate it and you can quit after spending thousands of dollars already on their products. Worst case scenario, you can quit. No, worst case scenario is you lose hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, and then you quit.
You make millions of dollars a year like a normal person like me. That would be life-changing. So we have all the tools you need. We have all the systems in place that you can plug into. You just, if you want to do it, let us know and we will help you make money.
All right. You basically didn't have any other questions. We just kept talking.
We can talk all day. So,
I'm sitting here barely making my rent. So you're right.
Yeah.
Shit, Paige, we got to get you. Oh my God.
This poor girl's like, I can barely make my rent, but like they're sitting here trying to get her to sign on, aka give them money to start this business opportunity. It's predatory and it's sick. They're sitting here telling this young ass girl, hey, I'm making $1 million this year and you can too. She's so naive and she's so young. She does not know that what you're doing is predatory and gross and just a straight up lie. They have like a 0.001% chance of making it all the way up to the top, and you're making it sound like it's achievable to this young ass girl who can't even make her rent right now. How predatory and sick.
17 and I live by myself.
Hold on. She said she's 17. Now, when I said she's young, I didn't think she was that young. Like, holy shit. Is she even allowed to sign up for Q Sciences? Not without, like, parent permission, right? Usually in MLMs, a lot of them do have it so that you can sign up after the age of 16, but you have to have, like, parental consent and stuff like that. That's also disgusting. That's just disgusting that they're even allowed to do that. A 17-year-old is a child. I'm sorry, that is not a grown adult. That is a child who cannot make good decisions for themselves. Their brains are not fully developed yet. And you're sitting here making them believe that they can make millions, when in reality, what's happening is you're making millions off of her back. That's so shitty. And these people are absolutely okay with that.
Paying rent, so it's kind of rough, and I go to school full time, so
You're gonna be able to buy your own place by the end of the year.
Is that an income claim? Pretty sure that's an income claim. Telling a 17-year-old girl, oh, you're gonna be able to buy your own house if you join my team. You cannot guarantee her that, and it's very unlikely that she will do that, and you fucking know it, Christmas. You know it. That is so sick, man. See, when I saw this, I was like, I never liked Christmas. Here's why I never liked Christmas. Because she has this energy, like she doesn't give a fuck about anyone else but herself. In order to make it in an MLM, in order to make it to the top, you literally have to be absolutely okay with stepping on people, with using people as a stepping stone to get to the top of the pyramid, including 17-year-old children. Christmas is fine with that. That's fine. Hi, I'm Christmas and I don't care what I have to do to get to the top and what I have to do to get money, but I'll do it. Is that why you applied to be on Big Brother? Because you knew it was gonna make your social media status boom? Like, sickening. Is that why you went on it the second time? Because you knew it would make your social media status boom even more? Or is it because you just wanted the opportunity and you wanted to be able to participate and compete? No. So many of these people sign on to reality shows in general, but Big Brother is a very big one. A lot of people do it literally because they know they'll get exposure. And that's wild to me. Why would you put yourself through Big Brother? The fucking gauntlet of Big Brother just to get some social media following. Like, that shit, too much. It's too much. It's not worth the social media following. Now, if you're the one person to win the $750,000 at the end, sure, maybe it's worth it, but that's one out of like 13, right?
If you do it, it's a couple simple things. It is reaching out to people if you want to build your team, but also just posting on your TikTok for them to purchase something. Even your Instagram, don't underestimate the power of 3,000 people. Those are 3,000 people that are genuinely interested in what you're doing. Mm-hmm. All right. So I love business strategy. And I love that, like, the company hasn't taken this as an influencer route yet. So I'm spearheading this. And so I have a idea, like, we're going to have weekly meetings and how to talk to influencers, how to talk to, your following, because it is a different conversation with whoever you're with. I love mentoring, and I really wish that I was your age with this opportunity, because I was texting Brittany about this. I was like, I can't even fathom being able to take this opportunity at your age, and to be able to have a financial advisor and a mentor and a team. I love the team aspect of this. So I know I'm like super cheesy right now, but
the team aspect, did you guys know, because the influencer life can be super lonely, Christmas was feeling so lonely, she was contemplating getting a 9-to-5 job to work with people.
No. I was going to go work for a corporate. I have not worked for a corporation or in 17 years. Okay. Like, literally, I've been working for myself one way or another for the last 13 plus, I think a little bit more. And I just, like, I can't wrap my head around going back to it. And as soon as this happened, everything that I had been praying for and manifesting fell into place. I have a team of bad bitches. All right. I love my work again with social media because I don't have to rely on sponsorships. I have 2 last sponsor agreements that I'm doing right now, and then peace, motherfuckers. So, like, it's incredible. And then I'm literally going to make bankroll only because the product is so great. My team is amazing. And this company, the compensation plan is asinine.
No, it's only because the only reason you will make money Christmas is because you are okay with scamming people. You are okay with stepping all over people. You are okay with exploiting people to get yourself further. It's sick.
It is insane. So if you got a spirit and you know, like, it's just unreal. So, yep. I'm going to be a retired influencer.
You are going to be a retired influencer. My biggest like suggestion to you, if you want to do this, be unapologetic about it. Be confident about what we have, because I mean, I can send you my paycheck if you want to like really believe it, but like, this is the real deal. And so when I started talking to people, I basically was just like, there's no other option but for me to do it, right? Like, I'm going to the top. So I messaged people and I told them, like, basically in so many words, hey, my friend Fran, she's making 90 grand a month. I'm going to do it too. Do you want to do it with me? Like, I don't want you to miss the boat. So I'm going to do this if you want to come with me. And they feel FOMO, like, well, yeah, I want to make 90 grand a month.
FOMO is the fear of missing out, if you don't know, which is basically what these companies thrive off of, right? It's always, there's no better time to join than right now. And they'll say that even though, you know, they've been a company for however many years, every time is the perfect time. Doesn't matter when you reach out, who you reach out to, they will always tell you there's no better time than right now.
That's one of the things that I've loved so much about this team, is that I'm not cold calling, figuring this out myself.
No, you're just cold messaging people on Instagram instead. Well, she probably doesn't have to do that because she's Christmas Abbott. But you will probably have to send some cold messages here and there because you don't have 600,000 followers.
The girls helped me, you know, like, even with my team, I'm like, here's I send them, here's a great intro text, a call to action text. Here's the Zoom information.
So scripts, basically.
Like, as your leader, oh my God, as your team leader, you know, I want to make sure that you're off to the races as fast as possible with as much confidence. Cause it's a lot of info. It's not confusing. It's just a lot of information. Okay. So
no, it's confusing.
I'm working on streamlining a lot of this information, but when you sign up, you get a welcome text. It tells you about the Facebook. I know it's so old. We're going to have to do it. Okay. It gives you a link to Facebook. It gives you everything to kind of get started for the first day. And then literally you just call people, and I mean, I was unapologetic about it.
Literally, you just call people. But she just said you don't have to cold call people and figure it out yourself. But now she's like, you gotta call people. Okay, I guess there's a difference between calling people and cold calling people. Like, cold calling would be like calling people you don't know, I guess, right? Is that what would qualify? Like, if you're calling like your sister or some shit, that wouldn't be a cold call. But it's definitely not a regular call, right? It's a call where you're like pitching this bullshit business opportunity. It's not a hey, howdy doody chat with your sister. It's a hey, join my pyramid scheme.
I was like, I'm jumping in. You can get on board or you can get left behind. And
FOMO.
We literally help create these things for you. That's what I'm still blown away by, the team support. So don't worry about trying to figure out what to say. We'll walk through that.
You won't walk them through that. You literally just said you're basically sending them scripts. So we'll just tell you what to say. You don't even have to like be yourself. Like, I'll just write your shit for you. You're just like plagiarizing me. It's fine.
Do you guys have questions? Is there anything that you're like, okay, I want to do this, but I need to know this? Because otherwise, when you hop off, I want you to either be like, hell yes, I'm doing this, or not for me. So if you have any questions, like, just ask us.
Like I said, I am 17. Is that a problem?
So you can sign up. You just have to use the birth date as if you were 18. And then we just have a form. It's a parental consent form that you have to get signed.
That seems really backwards. You have to lie about your age when you sign up, and then like we'll fix it later. So that she's basically saying like anyone can sign up if you just lie about your age. That's not good. Not a cute look. Hey, Q Sciences, maybe you shouldn't let people who are under 18 join you. How's that for an idea?
Okay.
Super easy.
And so what I did is, once I signed up, immediately I signed up, and you get your link right away. Also, if you have a Mac, it's going to give you some problems. So sign up on your phone, but you can log in with Mac, no problem after that. Right, Brittany? I also had the same thing. So you can sign up on your phone if you have a Mac. And then as soon as you sign up, you have your link, and you're going to get a welcome text from your sponsor. because I want to make sure my sponsors are doing what they're supposed to be doing. And then just you like talk to your sponsor. We'll get you a text to send out to some of your friends and message them, and then just start sending them information for the next call, because we're going to do a regular call tonight. So if you want to put somebody on the call tonight, you can.
It's at 8 p.m. Central.
Yes, 9 p.m. Eastern.
They're basically saying, like, if you sign up right now, by 8 o'clock tonight when we do another call, you can already have prospects that you can invite to this call, and then they'll join you. Like, you can basically build a team tonight, is basically what they're saying. And while they're right in theory, but they're wrong in reality, that's extremely unlikely.
These time zones make me crazy.
No kidding. I was up till 10:30 last night on calls, and I was like, I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up early.
Yeah.
Like 10:30.
And that is how my business honestly snowballed, is we would do like a consistent call. And then everyone on the call, they were like, yeah, I want to do this. And then they would think of people they wanted on the next call. So they would get off the call, they would go sign up, they would get their people on the next call. The same thing would happen. And then it grew faster than I even knew what to do with. And so you do that with you and your people, and then they get people on and they get people on. Buckle up. That's all I gotta say.
And honestly, ladies, that's where I am right now. It's growing. My team is growing so fast. I've like recruited, I'm recruiting the 3 girls that are above my, in my team, my senior team. And so the reason it's growing so fast is because I didn't miss a minute to go. Actually, I waited a couple days. I did. I wish I hadn't.
The reason your team grew so fast, Christmas, is because you have 600,000 followers on Instagram.
I didn't miss a minute, and I started recruiting.
And
I
you have
started
fans
calling
too.
And say, hey, look, my friend is making X amount. I'll send you the exact text that I sent out. And I tailored it to some people a little bit more,
Here's the thing with the snowballing. Christmas's first call, she had on like her very core people. It was like, I don't know, 8-ish people. Last night, her call had 40 people on it. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's the snowball where people are inviting people.
No, Christmas probably made like an Instagram story or some shit. And those 40 people came from the thousands of people who saw her Instagram story. Again, I'm not saying this is fact, but I'm pretty sure her large social media following had something to do with that.
And it just grows.
And you can tell them to pass that information on and just let them know that you would be their sponsor. So,
hey, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram with 524 followers, ladies.
Ooh, girl, I'm gonna give you a follow.
No, but don't you want them definitely to reach out to your top people who you want to bring aboard to bless, like, just who you're going to take to the top with you before you start blasting it on like TikTok and Instagram? Is that kind of how you're at? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I did. Brittany, do you have something to add to that?
No, just tell her how you wanted to put like your core people in place first before you can talk about that.
Yeah, so I promoted to my core people, which included my fitness app group, because they're amazing and they've been following me for years.
Exactly. She has her own app. She has fans. She has people who are following her. How many people on this Zoom call do you think also have a fitness app? I'm gonna say 0. She's like, yeah, all I did, like, I just went and like I started talking to my fitness app people because they've been following me for years. Yeah, they've been following you for years and they trust you, and you are bringing them into a fucking pyramid scheme. It's gross.
And everybody that was important in my life at one time or another. I recruited 2 of my nannies from when I had my baby. Like, and my best girlfriend from 15 years ago. So it has no boundaries. It's just to like literally go through your contacts, and you don't have to have talked to that person anytime recently. I literally cold texted everybody. I was like, hey, it's been a while, but I am so on fire.
But didn't she just say that you don't have to cold message or cold call people? But now she's like, yeah, I went and did that. That's what I did. I went and cold call all these people. Oh my God. I mean, that's dedication, but that's also someone who doesn't give a shit about anyone else but themselves. Her own growth is what she gives a shit about. Shocking. After watching her on Big Brother, I don't know why I'm so fucking shocked, but here we are.
With this company, and I've fallen in love with the company, but I've fallen in love with the business even more. And I have to tell you about it, because once I go public, I want you on my team, and I want you at the top of my team. And that's essentially what I sent. And then I was, like I sent them the Zoom link and hope for the best. I followed up with a lot of them. And truth be told, a lot of them said no. They were very polite, and I'm like, awesome, good job. They'll see my paycheck in a couple months and be wishing they said yes. But it's really important to reach out to those people that you want and that will believe in this as well. And truth be told, a lot of the people that said yes, I was surprised. I was really surprised. But they're like some of the heaviest hitters on my team already. So
that's the thing is that even if you're nervous to reach out to someone, just do it. Do you think that we weren't surprised that freaking Christmas Abbott said yes? Like, what if Jackie hadn't have reached out to her? Like, that would have sucked.
I can't even think about that. That puts me into like such trauma because I love this so much.
She's saying this and she's been in for 12 days. I smell bullshit. I'm stepping in bullshit right now. And it's coming from Christmas's butthole.
You just never know. You never know who's praying for exactly this. So that's all I got.
All right, ladies, if you're interested, I want you to go ahead and reach out to the person that brought you on this call. I think I know who. And go ahead and I would say sign up today so you can get your link so you can start sharing them with your core group. I call them my core group. Because the sooner that you're able to get those in place, the sooner you can go public with it. So you want to hold off on going public just for a little bit because you want to give those people the opportunity to get in your top tier first. All right. And be willing to get a no over and over. And then like, honestly, I got so many more yeses than I thought. Like people are loving this because we are ground level and you can't like, it's so easy to make rank. All right. That's all I have to say.
All right, guys. I hope we get to work with you. Let us know if you have any other questions.
Yep. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks, Brittany. Thanks, Samantha, Gracie, Paige. You guys are awesome. If the other people were on the call and they don't want to join, that's okay. But follow up with them and we'll chat soon.
Yep. And we have another call tonight, like I said, 8 p.m. Central that you can invite them to.
And you'll get that information from the sponsor.
Yep. Okay, bye.
Jesus H. Christ. That was a lot. Hey, I've been filming for almost 3 hours, so let's just wrap this shit up. Like, I mean, honestly, let me know what you think, because if you guys like this, there is another Big Brother ex-house guest. If you're a Big Brother fan, you know exactly who it is. Her name is Erin Williams now, but she went by Erin Grease. That was her maiden name. I think she was on season 15 or season 16? One of those. She's the racist one. She's the one who got booed when she left because she's racist as fuck. She is in Saint, which is another MLM, a makeup MLM. She was in Young Living prior. I can't find, like, I don't see any, like, Zoom calls like this that I can find from Erin, but there's a lot of shit on her YouTube, on her Instagram, like, all these things of her whole timeline of her time in multi-level marketing companies. So if you guys want to see more Big Brother / even just like reality stars turned to MLMs, like, just let me know and we'll get her done. All right. But in the meantime, I think it's time to thank my patrons and my YouTube members. Guys, the list of names I'm about to read off are my financial supporters. We have a private Discord server. We have a postcard club. Sometimes you get early access to videos. If all that sounds good to you, you can go to patreon.com/Savannah Marie, or you can click the join button beneath this video to join my YouTube members. It's all the same to me, no matter what platform you want to join on, fine by me. And with that, the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Hula Chowdown, Janelle Pratt, Amanda Shannon, Katrina Rosemarick, Cecilia Dudek, Christy Taylor, Deidre Lindsay, Elizabeth Wyatt, Eve Blondo, Nitty Dragon, Leanne, Meredith Nakata, Ryan Mew, Sheila Tapia, Turd Ferguson, Alice W., Amanda Shannon, Boris Geller, Caroline Reed, Casey Scraper, Daniel Urena, Hannah Morrison, Hanimal Crossing, Heidi Haw, Julia Wheeler, Kim Cartwright, Maddie Darley, Marley Fletcher, Princess Deathwish, Ray, Tuesday the 13th, 13th, Mira SIK, Vegan Chicky Nuggy, Martine Hubert, The Best Elephant, Jessica Billhart, Carol Jenks, Colin F., Laura Jensen, Mitchie84, Jess Kronfeld, Emion, Auntie Lou, Little Birdie, and Fallon Lowry. And to the rest of my fantastic financial supporters, thank you so much for being here and being you. Even if you're not a financial supporter, thank you for making it to the end of this video. I know it was a long one. I'm sorry. Should I apologize for that? I know a lot of you guys like the long ones, so I'm apologizing to myself because it's gonna be a lot of editing, but it's okay. I like to edit anyway. Oh, hey, I forgot to say real quick, thank you so much to Scentbird for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget, you can use my coupon code MarieS3 for 55% off at Scentbird. All the links and stuff are going to be down below. Thanks for checking them out. Keep making waves, babes. I'll smell you all later. Mommy Tsunami out.